There's a force out there more compelling than anything in the universe. An unceasing energy that opens vistas to new worlds and transports humans to far-off places in the blink of an eye. The source of this power has been researched and debated in the most illustrious of academic journals and institutions. It's a force of disruption, but the kind of disruption that forges stars, creates worlds, instigates change. More relevant than ever, it is a force as old as humanity itself. And while most of the galaxy's phenomena are best viewed from a safe distance, this force must be seen up close.
We started in 1974. Just 3 guys and a few friends. We were a rough and tumble company that grew into an ensemble. As talented and audacious as the windy city that spawned us. We've won awards.
And the Tony goes to August Osage County.
And we've toured the world, but wherever we go, and whatever we do, we always carry with us our city's pride. It's a story born from the generosity of our community, so we give back. We teach our city's kids. We provide free theater to our city's veterans, and we mentor our city's future artists. We are the World Theater on Halsted Street. We are Chicago's theater. We are Steppenwolf.
Flowers in a Glass Vase was painting by Jacob van Walskapel in 1667. It was given to the museum as part of the Leonidas bequest in 1900. A painting like this in its 17th century context was a meditation on transience, that butterflies, flower and beauty are all short-lived. We don't believe that the painting has been treated since it arrived in the museum. With time, varnish becomes more and more yellow and cloudy. It changes the perception of the painting, decreasing the contrast between colors. By removing the varnish, we will be able to see the painting clearly. We carry out tests to determine the best solvent mixture to dissolve the varnish, to make sure that we do not harm the original paint. We can also see that there have been different treatment campaigns, as some of the areas of retouching are slightly obscured by the fluorescence of the varnish layer and some are not. A small flake has already been lost, revealing the red ground layer. We use Sturgeon's glue applied to acid-free tissue to reattach the paint flakes. Afterwards, the paper and any excess glue will be removed. It is left under a gentle weight to dry. The fact that the paint is flaking away from the ground layer rather than the ground layer from the canvas indicates that it's partly a problem of material or technique, as well as changes in the painting's environment. Before we apply any new filling or retouching, the painting is varnished to isolate it from the new material and to saturate the colors. We will choose a synthetic varnish that has been tested for its aging property. It will not yellow as quickly as natural resin, and it will remain more easily soluble in the future. The filling is the last step before retouching. The aim is to fill the loss precisely so that the level and surface texture match the surrounding original paint. The losses are retouched to regain the unity of the composition. We use pigments bound in a synthetic resin that has been tested for its aging properties. The final varnish is applied to the painting for added protection. Transformed, the painting will go on display in the room dedicated to the Leonidas collection in the Paintings Gallery here at the Victoria and Albert Museum.
I will work at your destruction. I will dedicate myself. I won't rest until I desolate your heart. See Frankenstein live on stage at the Denver Center, September 30th through October 30th. For tickets, visit denvercenter.org.
A place where I can go when I am lost, and there I'll find me. I need a place to spend the day where no one says to go or stay, where I can take my pen and draw the girl I mean to be.
In the corps de ballet, it's mostly women, and we are expected to be exactly together and to do exactly what we are told. And there's something really satisfying about being in a corps and having everyone breathe and move together, you know, like a society and a unified thought. When I was growing up, I wanted to be that beautiful ballerina out there on stage. That was my whole goal, and that was how my imagination worked. But what I didn't know is that it was actually possible to go further. Legendary choreographer George Balanchine said, "Ballet is woman." And in so many ways, that is true. Women are the muse. And that's how it works in our field. You know, when you really look at the actual leadership, when you look at the artistic directors and all the major choreographers, they're mostly men. I felt the pressure of being one of the few women in a leadership position. I felt that I not only needed to be prepared, but I needed to go beyond. I needed to be better somehow. I needed to generate a confidence. But it took a few failures, it took learning, taking advice, it took building a team around me. To be a leader, it's important that you believe in your own voice and in your own direction. In some ways, you have to be brave. You have to find a voice and believe that you deserve to have that voice. You have to put yourself out there. I'm so thankful because today things are really changing. Women are taking on leadership. Not only out being muses on stage, but to actually see women in charge, women inspiring you, pushing you to go further than you think you could go, and helping to redefine the role of women in this art form.
Really light and fresh and happy. Maybe this time it's more, yeah, it's more deeper, I think, and more melancholic. It's more deeper, I think, and more melancholic. But I think in a way it's deeper than on pop-up. It was really light and fresh and happy. Maybe this time it's more, yeah, it's more deeper, I think.
got mail.
Sir or madam, my wife and I just attended. The only reason I did not boo at the end of this play is that I don't know the etiquette for booing at the Guthrie. Is hissing the proper response?
The Guthrie is a beautiful building that has a horse's ass policy if you want to take a picture inside it. You ain't the Taj Mahal.
We saw tonight. That was the worst play I have ever seen in my life. The storyline was non-existent, and the language. The Guthrie should be ashamed of themselves for putting on such a play. As Charlie Brown would say, ugh. Don't blame the actors, they were fine.
Broadway, this is not.
Egos beyond belief. It's worse than you would think.
Do you care if my wife and I have attended Guthrie Theater productions many times over the past 50 years and have rarely been disappointed in what we saw. But last night we attended the production of and felt that only the set and lighting design lived up to the Guthrie Theater's standard of quality. I would suggest that an editor could take about 45 to 60 minutes out of the script. This rendition of was especially disappointing since we had attended the production of just last week. We told everyone who would listen about the wonderful production. We won't tell anyone about except you. On another topic, CH306 is broken. We made an usher aware of this, but nothing has been done about it last night. These are all true.
Mr. Hodge, first, rip out all the seats in McGuire Theater and start over. Having the same leg space as a commercial airliner does not make for an enjoyable theater experience. Same goes for the Walker's McGuire Theater. Second, open queue for after-show desserts and coffee. And third, enjoy yourself. Welcome to Minnesota.
Perhaps there can be an improvement in the quality of people who work there now. It's frustrating to be trying to watch a play when sitting next to you are two people, Guthrie employees likely, making out noisily, or walking into the lobby area at intermission and running into guys dressed in drag. Wow.